Okay, Joe, we're talking now about a new solution we have for some complicated roofs, and we're calling it the hybrid. This is where we're going to use a hybrid inverter that can also take an AC input from micro inverters. Can you explain that a little bit better, please?
Yeah, I think this is probably something that's a lot missold quite a lot. So typically, if you have a very congested roof with roof lights and different orientations and chimneys and aerials and whatnot, a lot of people would just say, we'll throw an optimizer at it. That one needs to be optimized, this one needs to be optimized. And that works sometimes, but if you got three panels on their own on one particular aspect, you, optimizing mightn't have the desired effect at all because the inverter still has to get up to a certain level to cut in the production in that MPPT. So it's one channel into it.
So you're more or less putting those up for decoration.
Exactly, yeah. So you're putting them up, you're optimizing them, they're expensive ornaments. So the way that we would do that is we would put in a micro inverter into it. Now, the current inverter or the inverter that we're using at the moment, the Solace has an input directly into the hybrid inverter for micro inverters. So we can put up a 2 kilowatt micro inverter, pick up those three panels, tie that into the S6, and everything is controlled by the one Solace inverter.
That's lovely. And tell me, do we see the production from those microinverters? Is that shown?
We do indeed, yeah, yeah, and you'll see it up on your main display, and it's still bringing you in under the 5 kilowatt threshold from the ESB as well.
That's nice because we come across some very complicated roofs with extensions, as you say, multiple aspects, skylights, chimneys. So there's a solution there ready for that.
The startup voltage that you would need to achieve by having three individual panels on a micro inverter is, say, 90 to 120 volt, depending on what type of inverter that you're using. Whereas if you're individually optimizing with a micro inverter, each one of those are totally independent of one another. So you're getting the most out of that particular panel.
Great.
So it's a far better solution. Not always, but it is a far better solution. And to tie it in is.
And it's not hugely more expensive. I mean, the micro inverters are quite inexpensive, especially if you're using doubles or quadruple units.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the lads are there. The expensive part is having labor on site.
You'd be using optimizers anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now you don't need to.
Yeah, and to be honest, expensive or not, it's expensive to put up three ornaments up on a roof and not have them working over the thing. That's an expensive system.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
So the other benefit of that as well is you get to have a battery on a micro inverter system. So even if all your panels are on micro inverters and they're all individually optimized, you still get to use your battery rather than having to AC couple the battery, which then the USB stick in your get in your way because it's like putting on a separate inverter.
And conceivably, you could retrofit a hybrid inverter on a micro inverter system.
Absolutely, yeah.
And get better monitoring as well as a result.
We have this all of the time when we go into housing estates that might have been putting up 3 or 4 panels just as tokenism to meet Part L back in the day. Leave them on the micro inverter, tie them into the Solace S6 inverter, the new hybrid we'd be putting up, and put up an additional, expand out your array.
Great.
So you're not.
It's a good retrofit solution, and you're still getting the system you already had in there. You're using it.
Absolutely, yeah.